Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew, where family's everything.
Until it's not. I'm Aunt.
And I'm Diego.
Bite me, Diego. Bite me.
Oh, how many Diegos can be waiting on one table?
Diego 1 and Diego 2. No, they were the ones who took him in the turtle pond.
Oh, yeah.
Diego took him
I
in
thought
the
they were the
turtle.
serp.
And he goes, oh, turtle 1, and I bite. Oh, yeah, he
Oh, yeah.
bites.
That was like
I'm going to tell you, they continued. This was a lot in
a
this
lot of
episode.
action.
Ooh, and I'm
Lots
so
of action.
sad. Next week is the final episode of The Real Housewives of the Orange County. It has been a great season. I think it's been a good one. Much better than last year with, what was her name? Noella.
Oh, Noella.
She
Those
made a
losers.
return. She made a return this episode. I can't take any more of them attacking Jen. I hope it's over. Like forever and ever and ever and ever. I can't.
Okay.
I can't take them attacking Jen. Like Tamra
Oh,
on
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Yeah, why? Who would
Oh,
you
yeah.
think of?
No, I don't.
Jen.
That was my first note, too. I don't like that. And I'll also tell you this. She's so nice. She's so forgiving. And I hate to say this. Okay, so like Ryan reminds me of Joe Gorga, right? Just like short, little, like tan person, like kind of just a kind of a tool, weird outfits.
Okay.
Like now, if Joe Gorga was being attacked like this, people would have been killed because he has such a temper. He's not that smart.
Yeah.
Ryan is able to he's so calm, which is like either that he's really.
The difference is though, one's in Jersey and one's in the OC.
I get
they have
it.
a whole different personality.
I get it, but when you are being accused of something,
yeah,
you tend to show a little bit of like a fight or guilty or like, no, I'm not saying even just you. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Natural human reaction to just react.
Right.
So calm.
He's not reacting at all, which must mean he's guilty of sin.
I don't know. Or he's telling the truth, one or the other.
I don't know, but I mean, enough attacking Jen. And you want to know what? Not only enough attacking Jennifer, but I want to nominate Taylor Armstrong for a Real Housewife mentor, because I think that she could be good on almost any show to guide them.
Well, I want to talk about her. She arrived finally.
Yeah, she jumped in and was like, okay, Jen, I'm here with you. I'm going to stay with you. Like she could see everything that was going on in her mind. And she's not really part of the cast, though. They have her there. She doesn't have an orange, but she's a friend. And you could see that she's very, she's aware of everything going on, but she'd be a good mentor for a lot of these young housewives because she can really guide you which way to go. And she was guiding Jen then. I thought she went with Jen. She picked up the phone. She said she's having a bad day, Ryan. But I think there's a place for Taylor Armstrong in almost every franchise to come on and guide the new girl.
I think you're so wrong here, but
well, I'm just telling you because who's had more? There is no one with more trauma.
Maybe she's the person that they call when there's a housewife struggling.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Bring in the blank.
I mean, she could go to New York. She'd help them out a lot.
Bring in the dream team, the mental health dream team. Blanket, Taylor Armstrong, and Soggy Siggy Flicker.
Yeah, Siggy.
Come in and talk.
I wish Siggy would come back. I love Siggy.
Would get eaten alive now.
Yeah, she would. She would.
It all jumped. Listen, it's sad. It's a sad world we live in.
It all jumped.
It all jumped and just bring. If any of them, like if Margaret ever got caught with her hands up with Ziggy,
yeah.
She'd say Trump. She'd try to throw. She would have no fight. That would be her defense, and that wouldn't be nice because that's life.
Just as well. I love Siggy though. So she's Taylor, great on Instagram. I love her.
I watched Vicki I'm gonna say parasailing 5 times. I rewinded it 5 times. Vicki parasailing. I rewinded 5.
Oh my! Well, you jumped way, way, way ahead.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, Vicki. I want to tell you, Shannon first of all had to jump in the water. Okay, when Shannon jumped in the water. I mean, everything was Shannon.
Oh, no. Wait, sorry. I'm talking about Vicki's parasailing story.
Oh, her friend went off.
Sorry.
Miles away, stuck on a building. That's what would happen to me.
I thought she would start laughing. And it was funny. And she said it so calmly and goes, yep. And then he went flying miles away. Landed on a building.
Yes. And she was stranded. Everything about Vicki's friends take off. That's what I called it. And Then Shannon trying to get into the water. We know
Well,
this
even
isn't
before
gonna
that, when they
go
met
well.
I forgot to tell you, when they met the Diegos and Vicki goes, I want to be rubbed by a stranger.
Oh, well,
How was
let's
that
talk.
sex talk? I wanted to ask you.
Listen, okay, that was, but it was a PSA sort of. She let you know it cost her $20 and she tipped him a few hundred.
Did you
that's
find it
very
weird that she was open about that? Because she like,
no, you obviously haven't gotten a massage in the islands.
no, not open. Like
because
I'm saying more that Vicki is so weird with the stuff that she finds unprofessional and inappropriate. That
oh,
she,
I know for her to go that she was getting happy ending. Yes,
That's
but
what I'm
I'm going to tell you, as someone who has gotten massages on islands, it doesn't matter the hotel. There's always that suggestion that is sort of given to you that if you want a little bit more, you can have it. They're very happy to accommodate you. And so I always make sure when I go for a massage on the island that I wear a little bottom so they know right away I'm not interested.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, because they love to roll you over and they go on your back. Do you want me to rub your chest too? And I went, oh, no, I'm good. I'm good with the chest. I'm good with the chest. I'm good. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I love how Vicki told you, the signaling. I mean, because she
Yeah,
said,
no,
you got to
totally.
do this and they do this and then you go and then you give them $100. Good
I
for
thought that was
Vicki.
fun. I like when Vicki's fun.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I love when Vicki's, I love that Vicki is.
and now the boat was Shannon.
Oh, Shannon. Oh, Shannon on the boat. She's just not meant to do these adventures, Shannon. It kind of was showing how unhinged she is.
It was hard to watch.
It's hard to watch. And I want to say, if anybody out there is interested, you can go to our Instagram. It's Aunt and Andrew on Instagram. And I posted her a video from TMZ.
Oh, yes.
The hitting the house and then
Oh,
her
yeah.
driving afterwards away with the bumper. So if you haven't seen that yet, you can go to our Instagram, Aunt and Andrew, and I have it posted there that the big crash.
We've been calling this for weeks.
Oh, she's kind. You know what though? I watched 2 T's in a Pod. I listened.
Haven't watched it yet.
I listened to the one with Teddy, and she had Tamra on, and Tamra was like shaking, and everybody is like very concerned for Shannon. Good. So I have a feeling, like the way Tamra was talking, even the way Teddy was talking, I have a feeling they knew she's very fragile right now.
Maybe. Well, she showed up to John's house. There's a photo that leaks, and it looks like she maybe has an arm sling on.
John was with her either coming out of the police station or court or something. John is with her in the pictures. Okay. Listen.
Well, Vicki throwing up after the parasailing, that was funny.
Listen, if you want a good time, call Vicki Gunvalson and have her go parasailing. I got to give Heather credit. She was like, let's go someplace nice. Kodo with his Post-it notes and staplers and your office manager. Go,
totally. I know.
That wouldn't be me. I'm going to tell you, there's something, I know I seem this way, but there is something about me that's kind of a combination in real life of a little bit of Vicki Gunvalson and Shannon Beador. Because, I can't jump ahead to the treehouse. We have to wait to that. But Vicki parasailing is, man, and they had great flashbacks this episode too. They really did. They were showing Vicki in some of her finest moments as Vicki is everything. I love her. Love she talked about she loves a male masseuse. I love that she had 2 beers afterwards. Everything about Vicki is fabulous.
Yeah, well, we jumped a little. When they were at that dinner, first and foremost, I loved when Emily
Which dinner?
Well,
the first dinner? The dinner after they ate before they went to lunch and the shama. Yeah, there was
way before that. The dinner.
The dinner, yeah, because they went out after the dinner.
The tequila shot. Emily says the snuffleupagus. You can take better.
Yeah, she started on the snuffleupagus again, didn't she?
I think she should.
Again. Yeah,
Gina was totally right, but she backed down perfect timing to eat her chicken wings.
Gina, I just want to eat my chicken wings.
Yep, she was right. I'm sorry, she's right. She is. I mean, Vicki shouldn't be. I mean, now Vicki Vicky's saying what she's saying. We already addressed the Jen thing, so it's all good.
Yeah.
But
right.
did they only, it really made me feel in that moment that they had like 3 edamame and they left. No one ate anything. The food was still all over the table. They literally sat down and bounced.
But I did I don't remember who said it, but I think it was Heather, where she said, why continue with Jen? It's just too much. Or maybe it was Shannon. It was one of them, but they were just like, enough. Even they thought it's enough. It's enough. But the most revealing part of Vicki Gunvalson this week was when she was yelling at Jen and she said to her, poignantly, I left a good man for a loser. Yep. I don't want you to do the same thing.
Totally.
Yeah. And I mean, to hear Vicki say that she regretted it so much. She left a good man for a loser. And that was Brooke. And she left on. He was a good guy, I guess. Yeah. She left on for a loser, Brooke.
Totally. Brooks.
Yeah. Do you think Taylor and Jen are coming back again?
Yes. Taylor's a friend. You're thinking of her as a full-time housewife. She's been a fine friend. I forgot she was a friend.
Yeah. But do you think Jen has another season? Do you think all these people are coming back, the same cast? Well, maybe not Shannon. She could be in the clinker. She could be in the clinker.
The whole everybody? Jen.
Yeah, I know. So you think she's coming back is what I'm saying.
Heather's not.
Oh, you think Heather's gone?
She's gone. She quit.
Okay. Did she quit?
I don't know. I mean, that's what she wanted to say. I mean, she moved.
No, well, she's moved to LA. She wants to be in Beverly Hills.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, I think that
do you think some of her being over it is knowing in her head she's never coming back here again too, that she'll be off of the OC and she's in LA now and she's got other things going on with her HD network and everything?
I think it was all part of the master plan. I don't think it was, I don't think it was, I'm going to try to quit and do this because I'm moving. I think it was, I want to move. So I'm going to create an entire storyline the whole season. There's going to be this arc. She's not.
Oh, I see you. So she planned it and moved backwards instead of, she even planned it and moved forward into this.
Yeah, this is all part of the master plan.
Oh, very good for Heather then. I love that. Okay, can we talk about the fact that Miss Shannon Beador did not have a toothbrush for 5 days? I mean, it was so with all she drinks, all that she eats, she's so worried about like inflammation in her body and everything. She's going, I just did this. I thought she could go on Survivor right now. She's halfway through.
I didn't make a note of it because it was so.
Oh, I did. It was so, and I love how she said she didn't go to the front desk to get one because it was a tram ride and she might get lost.
Yeah. I know that. What do you think about Heather?
I love that. And the dragon.
For Heather, what do you think?
No, wait. We just have to stop because I had to look. Not only did she brush her teeth, but Vicki said she had paper coming out of her ass.
When was that?
They called for the toothbrush.
Oh yeah.
And she said, not only, and Vicki goes, not only she having to brush her teeth, she's got toilet paper coming out of her ass, her butthole. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm just thinking, but we're seeing Shannon's a disaster.
She is.
She's a disaster. And I don't want to laugh. Thank God nobody was hurt
I
this
don't
week.
like her. Why do you keep saying you don't want to laugh? It's
well, because I think she's ill mentally. She's in a bad place. And I don't want to laugh at her bad place because she's showing she's hurt and she needs help. And I don't want to laugh, but it does make good TV.
I disagree with you. She's a hypocrite. She tries to get everyone in trouble. She's always trying to talk about everyone's problems, and now she's got problems. Sorry.
Well, the fact that she's walking around with toilet paper coming out of her butthole is funny. Yeah. I mean, for somebody who wants to start a colostomy thing, or what is it? She wants to start a colon cleanse. She wants the tip with the colon cleanse with Dr. Ho. Her colonic. That's it. Her colonic.
You said it 6 times. I mean, so Heather
with the removable tip that she had David go get in that episode.
I don't find it funny.
I think it was so funny. What are you talking about? It's so funny. Oh my God. Oh, it was so good when they got Heather Dubrow. She said she left the group and then she started following who is it? Emily again.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and then Emily blocked her.
And I thought that was funny. And Heather.
I did too. I thought it was funny, but she didn't like it. That was her way to go. Boom, boom, boom. I did kind of feel bad for Heather. I did think they were picking on her. And I've been on the roller coaster train with Heather Dubrow this season.
Heather's a mess. And then she gets upset when people want to clean up the mess.
Yeah, I know, but she has great outfits. She's probably the best dressed. If she leaves, it's going to be sad to see her go because she's dressed perfect at all times.
You can talk about that sadness all you want.
Oh, you know what? Something we didn't talk about. I know people watch our Salt Lake review also. I loved, this was the best line of the night and we didn't talk about it. I love when Lisa said, I'm going to a 5-star restaurant and I'm in this belly dancer outfit. I've had all these outfits sent from Milan and I'm in a belly dancer outfit. It was kind of funny. And all I could think of is she has all these clothes and she's here looking like she just got off the corner. Is very
And it wasn't a 5-star restaurant. The food did not look good.
It did not. But the espresso martinis did look good. I want to tell you, I don't follow hardly anybody I know on Instagram.
Oh, see, I do.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't want to know what you guys are doing. I'll just be honest with you. I want to know what Tom Brady's doing and like Shannon Beador and Vicki Gunvalson and Andy Cohen. I'll be honest with you. Your life is kind of boring and mundane compared to theirs. And I can call you and ask you about your life, but I can't call Tom Brady. That's so cool. I only tend to follow A-list celebrities. I just want you to know.
That's nice.
I follow you.
Yeah, no shit. That's what I was going to say. So.
I know. But I did think that she's been a little bit of a punching bag this season, Heather. I do.
I think you're believing the shit that she's saying. Like she's even calling Terry and being like, Vicki's loud. Like it was nothing else more than Vicki.
Vicki was the nicest to her at the end of the night.
Yeah,
too.
but she's like, exactly. And that's what she told Terry earlier. And I mean, the hot mic moment from Heather. All right.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Yeah. I didn't know what a shama was. Did you?
We skipped things.
What did we skip? Tell me.
Heather Dubrow. I hate them.
She hates them.
I hate them. That was a big moment.
Hates them.
She was crying to production.
Yeah. She hates them.
Did you see Dorit, who's pushing the slots game in between?
Yeah, it was Dorit.
Yeah, she was on all 3 commercial breaks. She's pushing those slots.
Well, she's coming soon. She's going to be here before you know it, Dorit.
Yes, but it wasn't promoting Beverly Hills.
No, I know, but it was promoting Dorit, and she's all about that.
No, it wasn't. It was promoting a slot.
I know, but Dorit was there. Listen, anything Dorit's in. Can we talk about Dorit's dog? No. Let's not talk about the dog. Okay. I want to tell you, when they were sitting at dinner, I didn't understand why they all had button-down shirts on. It was very weird. They weren't dressed like they were going to an island. I thought they need the Salt Lake girls to dress them because those Salt Lake girls know how to dress. I'm telling you, do they know how to dress? I thought their dresses were sort of boring in the OC. Yeah. They looked like they were in the OC at a restaurant instead of in Mexico. They should have been very all in like Miami-ish. They should have been in orange and neons. And I was kind of disappointed in their clothes, to tell you the truth. Two of them had button downs. Jen had a white button down and Tamra had like a Gucci, Versace.
I don't dress for where I'm at.
I do. Those women do when they go skiing. They know they're skiing and all that stuff. Okay. Can we talk about?
I've never been to a shaman.
I would think I would like a shaman.
I do too. Let's do it.
I would think I would go.
Let's
to
do
a
it
shaman.
up in Maine.
Yeah. Okay. I'm at the
on the beach.
I'm sure there are shamans there.
Yeah. No, we can hire one to come.
Oh, you can hire a shaman?
And yeah.
You sure? If I tell you I want to have a shaman, you won't send a Charmin and I'll get there and you have a roll of toilet paper?
No.
Are you sure? Is it a shaman or a Charmin?
Well, one of the best lines in Housewives history happened with the shaman.
And what did he say?
What's your name? Oh, I have 2, Victoria and Vicki.
Vicki, I know. Which would you like? He said Victoria. That was great. It was classic. I loved that they went there and they seemed to have their namaste, como esta moment. I thought they were all como estas, like how are you? Yeah. I thought they were having their moment, like where they were all gonna come down and they were just gonna be chill, and then it all went crazy again.
Oh yeah,
with Shannon. With Shannon, with Heather Dubrow up in the treehouse. Now, can we get to the treehouse? Because the treehouse is the funniest thing. First of all, we get to see Shannon Beador spanks again, and when Gina goes sitting there going, "Oh, I can see Shannon Spanks again. I was just like, yes, we can. And then she couldn't move. And the whole thing, of course, they could have just gone around and got in the seat. The funny part was they had them thinking they had to go over the rope. I mean, that is what the funny part was.
They did that to Shannon.
Yeah, that they did that to Shannon, and she could have just gone around, but the whole thing climbing up there, and Tamra went across it. She didn't have any problem, but Shannon, I mean, just the way she was going, it just once again highlighted how fragile Shannon is. That's what I thought. That's why when you take the episode as a whole and you see what happened this week, you realize she is the wounded bird. Maybe Mary Cosby could help her because she's into birds. I mean, that's all I can say. But I do have this level of sympathy for Shannon. She's like, I'm going to tell you, listen, Teddy said on the podcast, she's very alone right now. All of her girls, her 2 twins just went to college. Her oldest girl's in college. John's not with her. She's sitting there alone. And she said she's an over worrier and she's an overthinker. And Shannon has a hard time with her mind shutting down. And I can
I'm over this.
Sympathize with that. No, I can't. I'm just going to say, because I overthink everything too. Like
okay, but then you stop overthinking other people's things.
Yeah, but I can see Shannon being alone, a bottle of wine, a few shots of tequila, and somebody pissed her off or didn't respond or something, and she decides she's going to get in the car and go confront them, and it didn't end well for Shannon. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I will say that Taylor Armstrong's conversation with Heather, it was something that we really have never talked about.
No,
brought up, and I thought it was very insightful.
It was insightful.
Tell me a housewife friendship duo or trio that works out when the wealth gap is so huge.
None.
Because Lisa and Brandy never worked out.
No. Right.
And it doesn't work because there's going to eventually come a time.
Jill and Bethany. Yeah.
Even though Bethany was on the rise, Jill never could have foreshadowed that she would have gotten paid what she got paid.
No. Right. Yeah.
It doesn't work.
It just doesn't work. I'm trying to think of who else has got huge disparity.
But it's real, which is what I like, because like there are, I think it's
Heather's in a different level of wealth than the whole cast. She's just at a different level of wealth.
Of course.
And I mean, Beverly Hills is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
They're not like the same animal. New York, I think there's different wealth in New York right now in this season.
Yeah,
Salt Lake. I don't know who has money and who doesn't in Salt Lake.
But that's the should be the way it is.
You don't know who's who. And so I know in Salt Lake that Monica doesn't because she cried when she bought. But I noticed she had that Louis Vuitton in every scene. Smart girl. You're gonna see that Louis Vuitton 15 times. The whole thing with Shannon, the whole thing up there, and then the whole thing with Heather. Heather
called them losers. Let's just call it what it is.
She did. Was she called Noella?
No. I don't believe that.
Okay.
She called them losers.
Yeah.
And it's rooted in what Taylor said.
It was, but it was very interesting how Vicki just had to get away from it all.
And she talked to the server like it was the bartender, like it was her therapist.
Yes. And she says she just, you know what, maybe she's been away from it long enough to know that like women are supposed to support each other and they're supposed to lift each other up, and this constant bringing each other down. Though we know that Tamra was brought in just to shoot the shit. I mean, that was what this last season was missing. That boom, boom, boom of Tamra, And so we know Tamra was brought back I'm glad Tamra's back. The season would be terrible without her. Tamra's added a lot. Jen has added a lot. Emily and Gina, well, they're like a tandem. They're almost like those 2 guys at on the Muppets who sit up in the balcony, Like they're almost the Greek choir in a way. Emily and Gina have almost become the Greek choir, where they're off to the side and they're almost, commentating about what's going on. Like they're the voice of reason.
Kind of, but they were real. I mean, I like Gina. I can't let things go. I'm just like Gina. She can't let it go.
I'm not saying anything bad about Gina. I'm saying that her and Emily, their role in this show right now seems to be the Greek choir. where they're off to the side and they're the voice of reason on
A
everything.
little bit, but they get mad about the
Rapidly.
Heather thing. And I can see why Gina wants to know, because Gina's like, no, I'm not letting you call me a loser.
Yeah. Well, you know what's weird? They said that Heather has a superiority complex, and I don't know if it's that, if it's actually a superiority complex, or she just knows she's better than them.
Maybe. And the ending of the Tres Amigas was so forced and so produced.
I know, but it was very interesting. 4 hours later, I thought they would all be on the tables, to tell you the truth. 4 hours later, and then we had the Emily and help me, Gina. And then we had the Tres Amigas, and then we had Jen and Taylor and Heather just, doing their little pity party. And I thought to myself, well, at least the Tres Amigas know how to have a good time. Of course it's forced, but they do it well.
Yeah, but I also think that
they do it well.
But I don't know. I'm over it. I'm not a big Tres Amigas fan. I think I like Tamra and Vicki. I don't like Shannon. She doesn't add to it. It's not good.
Oh, I don't know. You know what, though? The whole episode, knowing everything that happened with Shannon this week with her DUI, in case you haven't heard.
Yeah, get rid of her.
I thought to myself,
put her on pause.
Coming back into this. Oh, no, I don't think you can pause her. Teddy Mellencamp talked about the fact that there's the reunion happened. They're not taping right now.
Oh, no.
Her girls are gone. She said she seems like Tamra's the type that needs that attention to give her energy. Shannon needs that sort of attention. She's a little addicted to it, is what Teddy was talking about. And that this is a lonely time for her. And all I could think of right now is that if Shannon goes away, which supposedly she's gonna go get sober, I don't even know how she would do Housewives sober. We've talked about this. It's very hard. Like, Gina has done it amazingly to do Housewife sober. I give her credit more so all the time, because I don't know how Shannon can come back and be sober.
Yeah, I think you need to have a personality like Gina from the Northeast that has a mouth, even if she's not drinking.
Now, who didn't drink for a season? Countess Luann didn't drink for the season that she was on parole, and she had to.
I guess.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And Teresa didn't drink for a season because she had a bracelet on the whole time.
I mean,
she had an anklet on. She had plenty of,
Shannon won't, I don't know. I don't know if that's something you have to really worry about, because that'll be
think they'll have her back, or might it be a way to put her on pause?
I have no idea.
And she moved, they said recently.
Well, the finale preview.
Oh, it looks so good. Oh, so good. And I love when they're in a costume. Who else was in a costume for the finale? And who was the last finale we just did? Help me. Was it Jersey? Were they in a costume?
Maybe.
Somebody was in a costume for the finale, and it was like, oh my God, a costume. Like, it made it even worse, the fact that they were in a costume. Do you remember? I do too.
No, Jersey. Luann and Sohn?
No, they weren't dressed in costume. They had the Benton Follies was the season finale. There was something at the end of Jersey, I thought, and I was like, oh my God, this is even worse, because they're all dressed up or something like that. But that you said they're filming.
They're filming Jersey. They've been filming all summer.
Yeah, well, good for them. Good for them. I can't.
But I will say that the one thing for me that was is that Taylor Armstrong steps up. Heather went to go get the chicken soup or whatever, and then never came back. I just don't even understand where it's coming from, but I'm just grateful that Taylor's involved in the finale, and Tamra gets mad.
Oh, and she looked cute. She did. She looked like she was a Raggedy Ann or something. She looked wicked cute. I kind of like a costume party. Remember, I want a party someday where everybody comes as me.
We have it coming.
Oh, good. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Wow.
I can't wait. All right.
Like us, subscribe us, comment us.
Give us a thumbs up. Leave us comments. Okay. And follow us on Instagram. Don't go over to Instagram, because I'm posting things over there all the time.
Yes. And absolutely. And also, this is just a message to all of you. Don't drink and drive. Nothing good comes from it. Just ask Shannon Beador. Bye.